growth. Now, what am I meaning by growth? I heard a quote a while ago that said, if you're not growing, you're dying. And I heard another one that said most people die at 25 and get buried at 65. That blew me away, because for the first quote, I kind of understood. The second quote, I had no idea. Why do people die at 25? Like, how do you die? And then get buried at 75. Essentially, what they were trying to say in that statement or that quote was, people die at 25 because they stop growing at 25. If you're not getting new information, you're not getting the nutrients you need for your brain to expand, for you to grow, because information changes situations. Folks that die at 25 because they get the same information over and over again, the monotonous information. The reason why they might not have the life they want or the friends they have is because they're not changing the information. They're seeing the same picture with the same information, and they're not seeing it any different. When you start to grow, personal development, I think investing in yourself is by far the most important thing ever. Self-investment separates you from everyone else. Why? Because new information comes in, therefore you can target an environment or a situation you get, and you can address it because of the information you've learned. I'll give you an example. I never used to be into personal development. I never got taught it in school. I wish I did. One of the first book I read is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And that changed my perception of how to address people. Because I used to be angry. It's like, it's not... Everybody loves to talk about themselves, so get them talking. And once you do that, most people feel close to you because I've told you all this stuff and you haven't butted in. So I learned to do that. And it's amazing how that simple thing changes. Even the understanding of people love their names, like their names, their identity. By addressing people by their name, it's a different thing. Instead of saying, hey man, you say by their name. That's different. Now, why did I learn that? How did I learn that? It's by the books I've read, by the people I hang around with. Information and influence, by far one of the most important things. I have a question for you. What situation is around you? And the second question is, who's in charge of changing it? And if you had it for a long time, why haven't you changed it? Because 5 years from now, you'll be in the same place, but a bit older, if you don't put in some new information. You have to start growing, because once you grow, everybody else notices it. And they want to know how you've grown. Some people won't like it because they'll get uncomfortable because you're growing and they're not. That's how people are. They want to keep you like crab in a box, want to stay together. I think John Maxwell does it best when one of his friends, he asked one of his friends when he went out hunting for crabs, why don't you put a lid on the bucket of the crab that you've caught? And he was like, because crabs, just watch it. When one crab tries to leave out of the bucket, all the rest of the crabs pull it down. When another tries to climb out of the bucket, they pull it down. What I'm trying to ask is, are your friends those crabs? Some are. Me, I removed most of my friends because they were not nurturing and they were not growing. What are you getting from your friends? Are you excited to see them? Or do you come out worse than when you came in? And that might be because of the information you're receiving. You see, information and influence is by far, that's why I'm stressing this point. It's so important. The information you put into your mind is so important, because out of the depths of the heart a man speaks. The information you receive digs in. And then as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What are you thinking? The reason why you're thinking those is because of the information you've received. Change your information, change your situation, change your life.